Last volume question with this particular region. Now we want to revolve the same region around the line x equals -2. This is a vertical line. If we're going to revolve this way, that means I'm going right minus left because this is my radius. If I'm doing right minus left here, that's going to be dy. So again, we're perpendicular, whatever's perpendicular to the axis of revolution. So it's not whether or not it's x equals or the y-axis or the x-axis, like that's not the deal. It's perpendicular, right, to the axis of revolution. This is the axis of revolution, perpendicular to that gives me my radius, and that's our dy. So I know I'm doing that. Let me go ahead and draw my big radius, right, my largest radius. So this is my big R, but there is an obvious gap. This is a washer method. So there's a hole between the axis of revolution and this boundary line. So my little r is between the axis of revolution and the closest boundary, whatever that boundary is. So this right here is r of y. So I have a big R of y and I have a little r of y. Let's go ahead and set up, kind of running out of room over here. It's kind of small. I'm going to go ahead and set up the volume down here. Pi, again, because I'm doing dy, I'm going the lowest boundary to the highest boundary. So the integral from 0 to 9. And now I need big R of y and I need little r of y. So I'm going to set this up right minus left. The right function, we already solved for that, right? Root, it's right over here, root 9 minus y. We got to have it in x equals form to be able to do this right. So it's root 9 minus y. And then it's minus, but it's not minus 0. It's minus -2. So if I set this up, I'd probably write it as 2 plus. That's probably the way I would do it, just to avoid getting this kind of looking like it's under the root somehow. Try to put that number out in front. So that's the big. So we'll do 2 plus root 9 minus y. That's the largest radius. And then the smallest radius, your little r of y, is your right. Oh, that's 0. Okay, minus your left, that's x equals 2. So 0 minus -2 equals 2. So there's your little r. So this is little r of y, right? And that's right here is big R of y. dy. If you're working with y's, make sure you put a dy. You want to set this up correctly. So again, pause it. See if you can math 9. See if we agree. My answer, I didn't get a fraction answer on this one. Mine just didn't convert. So I went ahead and multiplied by pi. So 353.429 units cubed. You don't have to have the units cubed. It's just good to recognize that you're dealing with volume and not area.